Alright, I am back. Part 4 of me trying to beat this mod. I played a bit yesterday, and just could not make it very far. Mostly, I would say, because I couldn't get any freaking daggers. Yeah, swords just, like, the swords do not have enough DPS for bosses in this game. I hate these stupid swords. One thing that I hate about this, bonus, or whatever, is that just, like, I mean, mostly I hate the slimes that hang out at the end there, so that while you're trying to get your rewards that you rightfully earned, you lose your health, because screw you, apparently. Anyway. Things to talk about. Oh, jeez. Yeah, alright, this is, maybe I should have thought about some stuff before hitting the record button. Or, I guess, record buttons, technically, since I got a shortcut so that I don't have to really, like, switch between windows. I guess, on my continuing to complain about swords, I mean, it's not, I mean, this isn't actually going to be a complaint, it's going to be, like, the only thing that they're good for is goobins, pretty much. I mean, maybe, like, later swords are better, but... yeah, they're just, they're not good. At least not against bosses, and then if you have anything where it's like, you have to kill things quickly, then you don't have the DPS that you need, and so you just can't do as well with swords as you can with daggers. Also, wasn't that just a great way to start this video, dying to the first boss? That bodes well. I hate... okay, come on, man, that's just so dumb. Okay, sure, continuing to complain about things. One thing that annoys me is that for whatever reason, if I try to click up here, it doesn't do anything. Like, why is that? Like, it's still on the screen. I don't know if it's something with... like, I don't know what end that's on, but it's annoying. And it's... I think it has led to me, like, dying before, or at the very least, taking damage. So, you know, I hate slimes, because their whole ambush predator thing, and then also just the slime condition is so awful. But I also hate rock crabs. Because they just don't... like, they take forever for them to let you kill them. And there was also a time that I don't remember what I lost, but it was in just normal Stardew Valley, where it just decided that, yeah, it was gonna exist in the same space as me until I died. And, so yeah, ever since that, I've disliked rock crabs more than the average person. This floor is also annoying. Because, well, I mean, one, it's just like, the starting location isn't always the same, so I have to run around and try to find out what area I'm supposed to stand in first. Which, like, is a minor annoyance, but it's still an annoyance. And most of the time, it's, like, not the first one that I check. I mean, I guess that would make sense, considering, you know, it'd be like a 1 in 3 chance to be the first one I check. But still. Hate this floor because of those guys. The yellow magma sprite. Oh, lovely. A forest sword. That will help me so much. Anyway, I don't actually remember if the yellow ones are called magma sprites or if they're called something else, or if they're just like dangerous magma sprites. Anyway, I hate them because of the whole like, well, I guess the same attack thing as slimes where they just wait and then charge forward suddenly. But also the burnt condition, which it says lowers your speed and defense, but it also seems to lower your attack because I end up doing like 1 point of damage to them. And so then it just becomes harder to kill them, and also they do way too much damage. So it's like, it takes longer for me to kill them, which gives them more chances to just murder me straight up, but then also more chances to make it easier for them to murder me and harder for me to murder them. Anyway. Oh yeah, I have the forest sword. Well, it's a bit late to use that now, isn't it? So I don't know if it actually works the way that I think it does. I hate slimes. Anyway, but I don't know if it actually works the way that I think it does, or not, but I haven't really been able to check, or at least I haven't tried to. But, goobins. So, in hard mode, bosses change somewhat. Like, the skeleton mage, his minions, like, walk around, and then he also just uses more attacks, essentially. Sends out more projectiles. And so I don't know if it is the case that in hard mode, goobins can, like, will always be able to spawn slimes, and if that's, like, not the case in normal. I don't think it's the case in normal. I think it's like once goobins gets to a certain size, he won't be spawning any more slimes. But in this version, he could be less than the size of the slime that he spawns and still spawn slimes. Which I just hate so much. Also, I hate slimes, and the slime condition, and also enemies spawning on top of me like that one blue bug did. Because, you know, that's totally fair. It's like, oh hey, guess what? You took damage. And it's like, I couldn't even avoid that. Like, I never had the chance to avoid that. And I had chances to avoid the other damage, and I just didn't. But at least I can complain about that. Because you need to be able to complain about things. Okay. Well, I'm gonna die. And honestly, I think I might just let that happen. I could eat food, but I'm not sure that I want to, considering just how poorly this has gone so far. I think it might be better to just say screw it and let a reset happen. I mean, I'm gonna try to not die, but I probably will die. Like, I'm not gonna play goobins safe. And yeah, that's something, right? Is that I could play goobins safe. Like, I've done it in the past. It just takes so long. Because it's constantly spawning slimes. And so if I want to play it safe, I can just, like, run up, stab, and then run away while I can separate the other slimes. But that just takes so long with how many times goobins spawn slimes. And so it's like, I really don't find it worth it to do that. Like, I would rather take damage and not spend, like, 3 minutes fighting goobins than take damage and spend, like, 45 seconds. Anyway. I feel like I had something to say. I feel like I was thinking about this yesterday. I just don't know what it was going to be. Well, alright, so here's something that I can talk about for a little bit. Words. The English language... The language is weird. I mean, a lot of languages are probably weird, but anyway. Some words are interesting. Like, you know, you have the word consult, which is a verb, you know. But then you have the noun, spelled the same way, consult. And so it's like, that's interesting. And there are other words, but I can't remember what they are. Like, I know there are other examples, I just can't remember them. So you know what? If you can think of any, leave a comment to help me in this algorithm. I think I complained about the egg hunt in one of my previous videos, but it's like, some of the eggs, you literally just can't even see them. And it's like, at that point, I'm just running around with my mouse hovering over spots, hoping that something is there. And it's like, that's not... It's just not exactly fun, in my opinion. So, you know, in the normal egg hunt in Stardew, you can actually see where the eggs are. But in this, sometimes they're just, like, behind trees where you can't even see them unless you go behind the tree so that you can make it transparent or whatever. And it's just like, you know, could you maybe actually let me see the eggs that I'm trying to find? Like, the, 17th egg that I got, I don't even know where that was. I don't know, maybe that one was visible and I just didn't see it. Yeah. Here we are, once again. Yeah, like, there are still spawns sliming from Google, or what? Spawns sliming, okay, well that's fun. Slimes spawning. When, like, the slimes are the size of it. Like, come on. Yeah, sure, crits. Alright. I feel like the vampiring is a very good thing to have in hard mode, because otherwise, like, because, you know, normal, you can heal after each boss, and so that's, you know, usually you can kind of make it to the boss without too many issues. Like, I feel like where I take the most damage is in boss fights. Or it's just when I'm playing dumb. So, the vampiring in hard mode, assuming that you're not taking a lot of damage prior to boss fights, means that you can heal without having to use your items. Which is pretty nice. I don't know if I ever mentioned it in the last one, but I feel like at a certain point, the damage just gets to be kind of ridiculous. Because it's like... You know, I forget... I think I had an example where it was like... I had, like, over, like, 100 some health, and, like, 10 defense, or whatever. Or maybe 7. I don't know. The point is, the things... It might have been in the fight with Otis. I don't know. But, like, I was getting, like, a fifth of my health taken out, and, like, I couldn't have had much better defense. And if it was the fight with Otis, then it's, like, the bugs that were constantly being spawned, so it's, like... And not the bugs spawned from Otis laying eggs, either. It was just, like, a... like, stage hazard, in a sense. And it's like, I literally couldn't have done anything there. They were overwhelming me, and so it's just like... They were taking out, like, a fifth of my health. And it was just ridiculous. And so at a certain point, the damage kind of just gets to be too much, really. In my opinion. Or maybe it's not, and I'm just misremembering. But... I don't know. Dust sprites can be annoying at times, because it almost seems like... like they'll run through you, like they're trying to get away, but while they're trying to get away from you, they just decided to shank you. And it's like... It's fight or flight, not both. Lovely, a protection ring, because that'll help me so much. Some of the rewards sometimes, man. Like, pretty sure jade rings are bad. Protection ring. It's just like... It is kind of nice playing with sound on, so I can actually tell when that's going to happen. Oh yeah, but that was one of the things with like swords not having the DPS that you need is that in this fight, in hard mode, like the skeletons are mobile, and you can't, like, you'd have to run away from them. Wow, like you'd have to take hits and then run away in order to not get hit by them, which you don't really need to do if you have a dagger, or at least if you have the broken trident. Shadow dagger, that might be a different matter. I know I've said this before, but I don't like the shadow dagger. Like, it's just not as good. Alright, let's see if I can get a dagger, or if it's just gonna give me, like, an ossified blade. Alright. What should I buy here? Also, I think the emerald ring is garbage, also. It's like, I don't need weapon speed increase. By 10% is I don't think it's really ever worth it. Pretty sure in terms of damage, Ruby is the best. So it's just 10% to everything, so it's not even like, maybe you'll get crits more often, maybe you'll... Yeah, anyway. Turtle Shell is a nice perk. One thing that I'm not sure about, though, on Turtle Shell, is if if like, defense is taken into account before or after the attack. Like, if you're gonna take 16 damage, would it bring it down to 6, or would it bring it down to 4? 16 halved, and then your defense kicks in, or is you would take the damage, and then your defense, and then it's halved? Okay. Wasn't actually expecting that thing to pop out. There we go. Lovely, I get a crit on the thing that's just like a start button. Of course I would. What does this thing do? Alright. Also, you gotta love how Squid Kid literally has 1 health. Like... I mean, I'm entirely sure of that too. Like, I thought it might have had 1 health. I wasn't ever entirely sure until I slingshotted it with a piece of wood that did 1 damage and killed it. I am starting to dislike this. I feel like this bonus is one that's like you're better off if you get it early, because that way it hasn't scaled. The scaling in this is... yeah. I don't know, probably be better, unless, you know, it's in a boss fight where that is entirely worthless, because there's only, like, well, actually it's not entirely worthless in, like, every boss fight. It's worthless in the upcoming one, though, because there's only one enemy, which is the boss. Alright, I guess... let's talk about the channel. Yeah, obviously there aren't many viewers. There's, like, maybe 2. I don't know how views... like, I don't know entirely the... I don't know the viewers behind the view count, necessarily. I mean, I know there's the one person who commented on my last video, on the previous videos, and then there might be a person who commented on my first video that I've notified. Yeah, so I think I said it before. You know, if you want to, you know, help me out, help get this channel to grow, tell people, because I don't imagine I'm just going to be getting more viewers by chance. I mean, some, but not many. Obviously, if I've gotten some viewers by chance, I can get more viewers by chance, but definitely faster growing if people are told directly about me. And then also, you know, liking, commenting, even if it doesn't really have anything to say, just, you know, shows that there's engagement. Oh, I ran right into that. Oh, cool, yeah, just blow up and then spawn right on me, because I could totally tell that you were gonna spawn there. Thank you, I love you so much. I absolutely despise you, you stupid, like... I don't even know what to call it. Floating pimple? I mean, obviously it's a giant squid kid as the sprite, but, like... it's not a particularly great insult. Oh, I guess something that I'm curious about. It's like I remember, you know, it used to be, right, like, videos on YouTube wouldn't have ads if the person didn't, like, put them on there. But, like, now YouTube just runs ads regardless. And so if there are any ads on this video, then that's just, like... also, come on, man, I was right there. But yeah, if there are any ads on this video, that is definitely just like... oh, hey, yeah, we're gonna run ads on your video. You're not gonna see anything from it, though. That's something I really hate. I hate, like... probably most of YouTube's ads, really. It's just, like... or at least, you know, ads advertising their other services. It's like, yeah, I don't care. I'm never gonna care. Like... it's just... I don't know. On the topic of ads that I don't like. Reese's ads. So, the first, like... the ads that they're currently running, right, they've got this one dude as the voice. And I've come to hate that voice and Reese's ads because of some of their previous ads where it was like... I don't know, there was one where it was like... showed a Reese's and it was like, are you drooling or whatever? And I just I utterly despise it, and so now whenever I hear a Reese's ad, I feel hate. I mean, granted, I tend to just, like, want most ads to, you know, not exist in the first place, but, like, Reese's ads especially. Now this floor, I mean, I guess it's kind of good to get this floor early on, because then you have access to the slingshot. So I hardly ever use the slingshot. And it's really only going to be good if you, like, put in your gold. Yeah, if you get this floor later, and you're low on health and you have the vampire ring, this will actually heal you. So... Oh, come on, man, that was gonna hit. That's just disappointing. It was so close. Oh, this is something that annoys me. So we see the cake here, and like, normally, when you kill the thing, you'd get the cake. Not in this! And it's like, come on, man, don't show the cake if I can't even get it. And I think this happened, like, I think I found another, slime, like, big slime that wasn't Goobins with a cake in it. And then, you know, I didn't get the cake when it died either, so it's not even like it's just because it's Goobins. What you got for me? I remember one time I got a prismatic shard from a barrel. And I don't actually remember if I ever got to sell it. But, yeah. Only ever happened once. Trying to think of what I should buy. I'm kind of holding off on the original in, like, the stupid hope that I can get it from the, like, Picador floor. Because you can, oh wow, okay. I should have healed. But I mean, also got the shadow daggers, so it's not that bad. Anyway. The Picador floor can have, Marlin, but, like, everything that he's selling is half off. So you can get all the Iridium milks for 1,000 instead of 2,000. So I was kind of hoping that that would happen. And it never even got the chance to. Because I am a fool and did not heal. I feel like I was going to say something else about that. Oh, yeah, I guess one of the things that I do find slightly disappointing about Marlin's shop there is that, like, he's selling the same stuff from, like, the previous break room. So it's not like you can get the next tier of weapons higher, or for cheaper. Which is kind of lame. But also, like, I guess I get it. Alright, and now that thing is terrified for its life. Isn't that fun? And I'm gonna kill it. Slowly. With the rusty sword. Because that's what it deserves. I had a strange dream. Well, I don't know. Actually, I should talk about the dream because, like, YouTube guidelines. It wasn't lewd. Oh, come on, man. I've said this before, but I hate that attack. You don't even know where it's going to explode. It can explode at the very beginning, and it can explode all the way down here. There's nothing to tell you. And so it's just like, hey, try to dodge this. Oh, what? You don't even know what I'm throwing at you? Well, too bad. Luckily, I can just run down there and hide away, so... I mean, if he's allowed to spew garbage at me, I'm allowed to, like, play it. Anyway. If he's allowed to cheat, I am too. Then it's not cheating. Or it is cheating, it's just equal cheating. I have no idea how I didn't get hit there. I mean, I'm not gonna complain. But, yeah, I definitely thought I was gonna get hit there. I want to do some math here really quick. So, you beat him and you get essentially 2,000. In other floors where you can get money, you can get, well, the best reward that I know that I've ever get is, like 40 gold and diamond. Like 40 gold ore and a diamond. And gold ore sells for 15 apiece. So that's like 600. So you get 1350 from the best possible other floor, I guess. So 700 difference is fair, I suppose. I'm gonna try to not die, but also I think I will just get to the video now. Because I don't think genie shoes are worth it. I'll get 2, I guess. Probably call it after this run. I'm recording these videos really, or like somewhat opportunistically, yeah, I suppose. Basically, I record them when nobody else is at home, because just like, I don't want them to know that I'm recording. It just kind of feels weird. But every Thursday, I'll have some time, and so that's why I can essentially guarantee a video every Thursday. So, I don't know, I guess the other thing I could do is I could just try to get some soundproofing. But I don't know how much that would be. I think it's actually like fairly cheap. Although I don't actually know how well it works. And the other thing I could do is I could just make ASMR. I don't think I will though. I mean, I could though. But I probably won't. Just because, I don't know. I feel like that's something that would be... what's the word? I guess it'd be probably more boring than recording games. Because I mean, kind of just like sitting there at a microphone, making sounds for potentially, like, hours. Usually not hours, but potentially hours. And like, there are ASMR gameplays, but I don't know. Depending on the game, I can get kinda... anyway. And then also, not all games are suited towards an ASMR. Like... Let's play. I guess I've got decent health. 76. And now I have max health. Alright, I kind of forgot that that was a floor that you could get. I know I had a bonus coming up, because I hadn't gotten one up until that point. Oh boy. Yep, that did work. I should have switched my sword for that. That is like the only other thing that swords are good for, is cutting through those bones so that you don't have to run into them. Alright, Close. That was also close. I'm just gonna... Yep. Alright, let's see what we got here. Okay. I guess I'll take a look at what Marlon's selling. Okay, there's a dagger, so that's good. In which case... I guess I'll probably take Miner, since I do have some luck, but usually I find that Miner isn't worth it, because you're just not getting that many ore deposits. But I have some luck, so that should help out. I got the other two dirty milks and some salads. I don't know if you guys heard that. I maybe should have thought about that before I did it. If you didn't hear it, I cracked my neck. But if you did hear it, hopefully it wasn't too bad. Oh boy, watch this be... Like, watch the door that I go through be Marlon selling it half off. Wait, I don't know if this is normally there, or if that's... Like, I don't know if that's just like it's... The right one has that and the left one doesn't. I never really took the time to look at the doors before. Anyway, let's go through this one. If it's monsters, it's not... I freaking called it! Come on, man. That's just... Whatever, I guess I can get a salad for cheaper. Too bad I didn't get the iridium milks for cheaper. That's so lame. That's... Alright, well, you know... So you kind of just have to deal with it. But also, you know, if any of you are familiar with Danganronpa, I've had some experiences before where I would say that I may possess ultimate luck, and so if it works anything like Nagito's, then that just means that something good is gonna happen later. So, yeah, you just believe that bad luck now means good luck in the future when I need it more. That thing was just like slowly inching closer to me. And, well actually I was gonna say it, except you actually go backward. What? I thought you went backwards with daggers. I could have sworn you went backwards with daggers. Like, I could have sworn that was a thing that I noticed and it's like, huh, that's interesting, because you go forwards with swords. But I swear you went backwards. Okay, well... Lovely. I'm just gonna move on from that. I was trying to remember the name for it, where it was like you think that something is one way, but it's actually another. Although usually in the case where it's like it's a lot of people think it's is Mandela effect, named after Nelson Mandela, because apparently a lot of people thought he died while he was in prison, but he didn't. Anyway, but all I could come up with was Lin-Manuel Miranda, which is not the same person as Nelson Mandela. And now that I've thought of Lin-Manuel Miranda, wait, what? I don't even know what I was saying at that point. Is it... Did I even say his name right? I can't even remember at this point. Is it Lin-Manuel Miranda, or am I making things up? I feel like that's not right. Oh, lovely. I'm just gonna die because these things do way more damage than they have any right to. Okay. Just die already. No, not me, you. I hate these things. Oh yeah, sure, that one's dying. How much health do these guys have? If you guys could figure out the ballpark of how many health those slimes had, I would appreciate that. Oh, lovely, they made a baby slime. Which for some reason has the exact same strength as they do. Oh, I mean, I guess, like, it's a thing with, like, baby scorpions injecting more venom than they need to, so that, like, they're actually more poisonous than adult scorpions. But I don't think the slime's main method of damage is venom. So... Anyway. And besides, it's the same strength, not greater strength. Alright. I guess, well, I have you here. If I do have you here, maybe you clicked off by now, I don't know. But if you guys have an idea for, alright, so, well, oh boy. I guess I'll preface this by saying that I play D&D. So if you don't know what that is, you probably aren't gonna know what I'm talking about. But, making a hexblade. But I don't have a backstory yet. And the main thing I'm trying to figure out is the relationship with my patron. So if you guys got any suggestions there, be appreciated. Okay. This boss. I don't even know how to say its name. It didn't even teleport that time, that's it. It sends out so many projectiles. I hate projectiles in so many things. Smash, especially. And then also these... Okay, I wasn't even trying to open my inventory. I don't know if I've said this before, but I hate that, like, you can't pause in this unless you're trying to eat something. Okay, we are not going to die here. But you will. Alright. This video's probably going on for longer than I intended it to. Oh boy. Yeah, I'll take Desperado, considering I'm mostly using daggers. And then I get the thing that, like, only has a +1 crit chance. That's great. We love it. Fantastic. Dragon Scale, absolutely, because I do not think that, immunity is helpful. Alright. There we go. I do feel like the Galaxy Dagger is a little underwhelming. Maybe it's just me. Also, have I found any ore deposits yet? I don't think so. Once again, showing just how useless Miner is. So it's like you never find any ore deposits. It should be, it shouldn't be uncommon. Like, I feel like Shield is more helpful than Miner in most cases. Because, you know, you're probably going to be taking damage. Absolutely no guarantees that you're going to be finding ore veins. Also, I guess just in case you're wondering why I'm deciding to break those big boulders, Slingshot. Because, I mean, you know, some ammo is better than no ammo. Some range capability is better than no range capability. Also, I've yet to get the Slingshot in this run, but, you know, you never know when you'll get it, so... No reason to not prepare for it. I mean, unless you need inventory space, which I might end up needing space. Oh boy. Yes, thank you, character, because I definitely wanted to stab to the side, you know, where things weren't coming at me from. And sometimes with characters, it's just like, I get it, you know, I'm supposed to be the one who's responsible for your actions, but, you know, maybe sometimes you should just, like, use common sense. Oh boy. Have you ever said how much I hate slimes? And slime condition? And slimes for ambush predators. Okay, alright. Yeah, thank you. Also, yeah, a whole lot of good Desperado's been doing me, huh? I mean, like, yeah, it's helped out some, but... Again, really the issue with the Galaxy Dagger is it doesn't really have a great crit chance. It only crits like 4% of the time, I think. I think I could have gotten, like, the Dwarf Dagger, which crits significantly more. I know the Iridium Needle has pretty good crit chance. I think, like, with, what is it? Ah, great, I don't know. The thing that increases crit chance by 50%, I think that gives the Iridium Needle, like, a 33% chance to crit. So, you know, pretty solid chance to crit. Pretty much 1 in 3. Which Desperado would be pretty nice for. Because then, you know, you're getting quite a few crits. I say as I get, like, 2 crits pretty close together. I mean, that being said, rarer things have happened, so it's not exactly like it's a sign of anything. How about you don't take half of my max health to give me Protection Ring? I think I've said that I hate this boss, because, like... Alright, hold on. That's why you keep a sword on you. Okay, yes, lovely. Thank you for not even giving me a chance to get away from you. Anyway, but I hate this boss because of, not that attack, though that attack is somewhat annoying, but this attack, where it's just like, oh hey, guess what? Oh, what? You couldn't run away because you were literally in a corner? I guess you're dead now. It's like, you can't hit it during it. You can't disrupt the attack. You just have to hope that you were far enough away that it didn't just completely murder you. I think I talked about that in one of my previous videos. Also, I have no heal. Cool. Awesome. Alright. Well, this video's probably gone on long enough. Seriously, hate that boss. Alright. Yeah, I guess I'll see you later. Have a good one. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to help me maybe turn this into something more. Alright. See you on the next one.